Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. Just really baffled at how bad this flopped, this with Love Meghan. I think it's down to like 156
You're
now.
baffled by it?
No, because I'm like, what are they talking about? Like the few people that are saying it's a hit and the only people not liking it and telling people not to watch it is the UK press. I'm so confused by that. And then I'm thinking, there's no promotion from Netflix whatsoever. There's no promotion when it comes to As Ever. However, Netflix did put on their TikTok page when it was first coming out, part 2, clips and, dumbass clips, whatever they did. And we played them for you. Make her look authentic and relatable.
I'm funny.
And it just backfired.
How funny I am.
But Netflix did do that. So Netflix was promoting with Love Meghan. Netflix has never in their life promoted As Ever. So last night, you guys are going to love this. Last night, after my migraine finally went away, you guys, oh my God. After my migraine went away, I found a couple of videos of content creators getting press boxes. Now, I was perplexed by seeing these press boxes go out because usually these press boxes go out to celebrities and then they put them on their Instagram stories. They don't usually put them on TikTok. A lot of celebrities don't really have TikTok pages. They kind of do, but Instagram is their bread and butter. That's where they go. So on TikTok, these creators, content creators, call them whatever you want, were getting these 2 big boxes. And it said, with Love Meghan. It did not say As Ever.
Oh.
Let's see a couple of them. And then I'm going to give you my theory on why I think this happened.
Okay.
Meghan, and I am just so excited to open it. Look at how beautiful it is. Our place. I don't even know what to say. It is so beautiful.
Oh my goodness! Oh, it's so pretty! Like literally just the boxes making me excited. Okay, let's see what's in the bigger box. I'm so excited!
A lot of unwrapping. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have made my day.
Let's see what this box has. This is absolutely going on the side.
These 2 girls are siblings.
Okay.
Just so we know, because we're going to bring them up later. But these 2 girls are siblings. They're not twins. They're siblings.
Okay.
No, because they're both beautiful girls.
This lavender here? Okay. I'm sweating. I'm just like, I can't.
The first thing I noticed, even though there was another creator that got it who was white, I did notice that maybe because of all the Black female content creators who came out last week, sort of like, hey, Meghan, where's our seat at the table? She was getting a lot of backlash, which is
for not having Black women on the show.
Yeah, and not really just kind of like propping up Black chefs or anything like that. And we showed you guys, this was her Sussex Squad fans, and they were getting bombarded by other squaddies, and those squaddies were going at it. And it was just
civil war.
Civil war going on. Then this comes out. Now, what's interesting is they're sending a box of Our Place. So we all remember Our Place is owned by this rich lady and her rich husband. It says it's women owned, but her husband started it with her. She's Sharid. Meghan has used Our Place many times for photo ops. The most recent one was during the holidays when she went and had this really just candid as she would like to say, this candid interview with Marie Claire magazine.
Oh, that was horrible.
It was so bad. But
They
the whole
sat
time,
in a circle group
oh God,
and danced or
but
something.
the whole time, Meghan was merching our place.
Right.
And Meghan even merched our place during the wildfires in
Yeah.
LA. Do you remember when she went to that center for the kids that started the thing and she had a big bag that said our place?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, were these the Netflix press boxes? Because Netflix should have put out press boxes. They put out press boxes to everyone for Squid Game, Bridgerton, all the other stuff that comes
Stranger
out,
Things.
all the cool things. Everybody gets a cool press box. There was never a Netflix press box for Meghan. So maybe they have some leftover crap that they made
You think?
that they might have sent to celebrities like Kris Jenner, Serena Williams,
Oprah.
Beyonce, that they just didn't want to open and put on their Instagram page. Let's look at the press box. Nowhere does it say as ever. This is what Netflix, in our opinion,
Mhm.
did. Even the napkins, where you know how like you go to a wedding and they've got like the paper napkins and they just have like
Yeah.
that. Like that's an easy thing to do. That's just like a printing thing.
The spatula has with
Yeah.
Love Meghan.
Exactly. It's all Meghan, nothing to do with as ever.
Except the garbage that was on the shelf.
Exactly. We have a leftover thing of shortbread mix, and we have the apricot spread that does not have the logo on the lid. So to me, I think this was Netflix's press box. They didn't know what to do with it. Meghan's getting a bunch of heat from Sussex Squad Black female content creators, which she should. And this is their way of sort of like putting some water on the fire.
It's sort of like when you go to a wedding and then those people divorce and you have like the tote bag of their monograms and you're just like, what am I going to do with this?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
do I throw this away now?
Yeah.
What do I do with this?
Because if this had anything to do with as ever,
Mhm.
it would say as ever.
No, it definitely.
It says this is a
With Love
Netflix
Meghan,
press box that they were like, what are we
Yeah.
going to do with all these napkins?
Well, also, it's like Mindy Kaling didn't open any press boxes. Like, we didn't see anything after that.
Yeah. The two gals that we saw doing the side-by-side video, they just started their own little podcast on YouTube. And I gotta, everybody has a right to do their own podcast. I think it's great.
Freedom of speech.
If they want to discuss Meghan all day, let them discuss Meghan all day till the cows come home. Anything interesting that will ever happen on that show, obviously, I do not want you to go over to YouTube right now. Check them out. Click on them, like anything. Well, not like anything, but don't comment. Don't do anything, guys. Let Stephanie and I take care of it. And you know we got you. After the hell we had to go through last week explaining every single episode of that damn show, and on top of that, the Bloomberg interview, I think you know we've got you covered. So here is just like a little clip of their new, and when I say new, I want to say it's about a month old, podcast.
From PB Productions, this is Meghan Like Us. Each week we're going to be recapping and talking about identity, perception, and why we think the media has it wrong when they talk about her. See, when we're seeing all the talk about Meghan, it always seems to come from someone who doesn't quite understand the complexities of growing up in multicultural Southern California. So we wanted a place to talk about it.
So these two sibling gals are from SoCal, and they're both kind of in the entertainment industry. They've, done interviews and stuff. But to me, that looks like an expensive setup. To be honest with you, somebody's paying for that setup. Now, I'm not saying these girls don't have money and they can afford it on their own. But when you venture into the world of podcasting for the first time, that's a really nice setup. So I went over to them. Like I said, don't do it. I will do it for you. That is their podcast page. They have less than 1,000 followers.
It's called Meghan Like Us.
It's called Meghan Like Us. And they want to talk about like all the misconceptions that people have, because Meghan grew up as a biracial woman in Southern California, and we don't know what we're talking about. We just like she is likable. She is relatable. Just get over it. So that's what
We're all wrong.
We're all wrong.
Yes.
Guys, don't go over there. And guys, I know I don't need to tell you this. You're really good at not going over to people's videos. Meghan Like Us is a podcast where two Southern California sisters, Danielle and Erin, break down every episode of Netflix with Love Meghan. Now, what I don't understand is why aren't they getting people like Akila? She is SoCal. You want to talk about SoCal? I just feel like there's something behind these two girls. Listen, Danielle, Aaron, I am not accusing you of anything, but it just seems like weird timing right now
Because
because
they might be getting a paycheck.
I don't know. This is all speculation, but it just seems a little strange to me because Akilah has been around for so long, and I go over to TikTok and I see Sussex Squad talking about Meghan, and I've never even heard them mention Akilah. The only time that I saw Akilah's numbers jump was when you and I talked about her, and then she got 1,000 new followers because we told you guys to go over there and follow her Instagram page. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think there might be something fishy behind it, but I don't know. It has been only around for a month, so the views kind of like say it all. So if there is a Sussex Squad out there, a huge global community, YouTube is global, guys. They should be getting millions, right?
Yeah, I mean, even like Jamie Kern Lima, her podcast doesn't have great numbers. Even Emma doesn't have great numbers. So these girls maybe should go to a different topic. They seem interesting. They're beautiful. I mean, they seem great.
Yeah.
Why go down that hole?
Well, see, that's what's interesting, because if you look at the episode where they talk only about Meghan, it has less than 1,000 views. But then when they talk about being two sisters from Cali, they have 3.5. Do that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, to me,
I hope they don't get markled.
unless they're working for some entity helping Meghan out. So here's their Instagram page. I mean, let them do it. It just, there was a sneaking suspicion last night when I was doing a little kind of research on this. I was like, this is weird. Then, unfortunately, I was proven right.
Oh, do they work for someone?
No, I think my theory on we need to make Meghan Markle relatable to Black women,
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure now it's some sort of campaign that Meghan has to now go on.
Makes sense.
People magazine puts
Oh,
this
gosh.
baby out today.
Of course.
Or actually, it was last night, September 3rd.
Of course.
They put it out at 5 o'clock. Meghan Markle's surprise for super fans. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to put my glasses on for that small part. The Duchess of Sussex gifted some fans with as ever essentials to celebrate her Netflix show's second season. This is all we need to know about the article. I'm not going to read the article.
Oh, God.
Meghan Markle gifted fans with Love Meghan. We all saw what the box consisted of. In unboxing videos on Instagram, the fans shared their excitement as they revealed as ever products and more. It wasn't as ever product. It was a With Love Meghan Netflix press box. And then they threw in our place because Meghan doesn't have any cookware.
They also threw in the apricot spread and the shortbread that aren't selling. Just grab those off the shelf and get rid of these.
Now, this is the interesting part. The Duchess of Sussex previously gifted as ever products to Kris Jenner, Serena Williams, and Zoe Saldana after its initial release earlier this year. They're two different entities, though, People Magazine, but you're trying to fool us. You're trying to tell us that those ladies, those celebrity ladies, got With Love Meghan Netflix press boxes. If Kris Jenner got a With Love Netflix press box, she's not going to put it up. You know why? Because who does she work for, Steph?
Hulu.
She works for Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu pays her bills. And that's why you're not going to see this. This was, in our opinion, leftover crap that they could not get celebrities to push.
I know that they're billionaires over at our place, but you know how many of those spatulas they probably made in hopes that this would be a big hit.
And we'll just stamp
that on there. And it's like, oh God, we just wasted so much wood.
Yeah, so all the Sussex squatties going out there saying, look at, she's putting more as ever things out there. Where does it say as ever on those napkins?
So you're saying, though, that the People Magazine article had Danielle or Aaron on it, right?
Yeah, and they were propping up their podcast.
Got it.
Yeah, so
it's
a little fishy. Yeah, a little iffy. Unfortunately, there's more.
No.
So I go down this rabbit hole a couple days ago, which I wish I hadn't. But
that's why you had a migraine.
Yeah, there is this group called Chorus Media. Its main focus is to divide the Democrats. They want centrist Democrats to get propped up, and they want the progressive Democrats, like the AOCs and all those people, to be propped down. So they pay these content creators $8,000 a month to put out content that would make young Democrats listen to them more than they would listen to progressives.
Sway their opinion.
Sway their opinion. It was this whole thing. Taylor Lorenz broke the story in Wired magazine, so that's why it was such a big deal, because Wired magazine is an accredited magazine. Like, they're not going to put something that isn't true. Keep hearing the word Omidyar Network and Foundation in the Wired article, and I'm just thinking, like, I've heard that before. Where have I heard that before? Well, first of all, Pierre Omidyar, he is the founder of the network, and they donated $45 million to a project fiscally sponsored by 1630 Fund. The 1630 Fund has been criticized as dark money. This is when we get into like why the Royal Grift's channel is so important and her videos. It's an organization by left-leaning news outlets, including the New York Times, for serving as a way for left-wing groups, blah, 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 blah. So Omidyar and that fund are connected. So then I'm like, again, where have I heard that name before? And I'm like, wait a second. Archewell, when they tried to do all that censorship when it came to doing stuff online, they were in partners with Omidyar.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
I thought they weren't political over there.
We all remember during Bloomberg, Meghan saying this.
Excited to be on the show, and I think if there's anything that I wanted to say or that felt necessary to say, then I would say it. But that's not where I'm at right now. I don't think I haven't said anything since 2016. That was well before I met my husband, too.
When the Royal Grift is saying that they're using Archewell to launder money into left-leaning, and there's nothing wrong with putting money into left-leaning. The Republicans do it too. Everybody does it. But for Meghan and Harry to say we're not political, how are you not political when you're teaming up with these kind of people? We did a whole video on, was it like voter registration day?
Yes.
Or like
on Archewell's website, and then they had a link that bumped you to vote blue.
it was Act Blue.
Right.
Which is pretty much
Vote
vote blue.
blue.
Again, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. They don't have to be royals and act like that because they're not royals.
They're
in
not
America.
working royals.
They're not. They
No.
can have a political opinion. There's
It's-
nothing wrong with that.
Freedom of speech.
What bothers us is that she told Emily
Yes.
and expected us all to forget that I haven't said anything since, I met my husband.
I haven't been political since 2016.
Yeah, I
well before I met my husband.
forget that noise.
I mean,
Yeah.
what? You're just bald-faced lying again.
Yeah. So we see the connection with Omidyar. And then I was like, what about that Ashley Biden thing? They are funneling money through Archewell. They give Ashley Biden $250,000 to open up a spa that I don't think has been opened yet.
I don't believe so.
And then Archewell provided almost $147,000 to Jorge Craig, a media strategist recognized for her role in combating disinformation within the Democratic circles. How is that philanthropy? How is that being a humanitarian? They're funding 90,000. They gave 90,000 to Markup News Incorporated, known for its connections to prominent Democratic supporters like Craigslist and George Soros's Open Society Foundation. Nothing wrong with that. But Meghan, what did you say again about politics?
I haven't said anything since 2016. That was well before I met my husband, too.
Okay. I mean, God, Nancy, I'm serious. Could you imagine if Kamala won? Oh God.
I know. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to get political.
I'm not going to get political
in some
here,
way,
but wow.
It was for the
Whoa.
best. Wow.
Whoa.
And remember they had like this huge chunk of money from mystery donors and they never said that. Like that's pretty much the definition of dark money. Dark money, when you say that, it means you don't know who the donors are. That's pretty much
And
it.
also the donors put it into a charity so they can tell the charity where to put that money into.
Open Society.
It's a funnel
George
system.
Soros.
Yeah, we talked about all this before.
And Royal Grift. She's really good
She's
at
great.
it too. They got 13 million from 2 mystery donors. And then they got a larger donation of 10 million via the Silicon Valley Community Foundation. Back then, when I was reading the tax forms, I remember I didn't know what Silicon Valley, but now I'm like, maybe we should look into it, because at first I thought it was like, should just kind of like support the Silicon Valley community or
startups. Yeah,
that's what I thought at first.
Investments.
My mind wasn't even there.
I didn't know.
It wasn't even where dark money was.
No.
So I looked at what the Silicon Valley Community Foundation. It sounds so innocent. Community Foundation. It sounds.
Yeah.
I thought it was a school.
They all sound innocent.
Yeah, the left of center grant making organization with over 11 billion in assets.
Wow.
The foundation conducts most of its grant making through donor advised funds. Now, it has drawn criticism in recent years as a black hole for charitable donations because IRS rules practice have allowed money to be held in DAF accounts for years with no required minimum payouts to charitable organizations.
That's easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy way to funnel money.
Now, they were rocked, Stephanie, by a scandal in 2018 when its largest fundraiser, Mary Ellen Lorgens, sorry if I said that wrong, resigned amidst dozens of allegations of abusive management and SH. Well, they just keep getting involved with these people. It's like it just doesn't stop. They also support various left of center think tanks and media organizations like Common Sense Media, Democracy Now!, which is NPR, Center for American Progress, Center for Popular Democracy. Again, nothing wrong with that. So the bottom line is this group gave Archewell in 2021 $10 million. Archewell then proceeded to funnel the money not to really important humanitarian, getting water over to Africa, doing things in South America. No, they then gave money to Ashley Biden. They gave money to tech censorship places that OmniAdare also gave money to. This is what Archewell is doing. Okay,
we know
it's no longer allegedly. No, it's right there. It's right there in black and white. I don't know how much more I can say. Royal Grift has been right about everything.
Yeah,
and this is just cray cray. And if she thinks she's going to get back into the royal family because she tells some woman on Bloomberg TV that she hasn't said anything since 2016, we have it in writing, Megan.
but the fact that you found this so easily, you don't think Prince William is reading through all these documents. You don't think he's getting briefed every single day. That's why there's such a disconnect with him and his brother right now.
Yeah.
He's reading through this. Now the king has other stuff to do.
Yes, that's true.
Prince William, though, is on top of this.
Yes.
Thank God.
Stephanie, you remember the Bloomberg interview?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to bring it up one last time.
Oh, dear.
Okay, because there were so many Easter eggs in that. You know, my mind was so fried afterwards, but now I looked at it yesterday again after my migraine.
For 6 times?
Yes.
7 times?
That's why I'm going crazy. I'm
Yes.
slowly going mad. And there were a lot of Easter eggs.
Mhm.
But something I kept noticing, I don't know about you guys, but when she was eating, she kept going like this to her shirt. And I kept saying, well, maybe she's doing it because she's nervous. But in the back of my head, I was like, she's probably trying to merch that necklace. What do you
She
think?
was touching it quite
She
a
just
bit.
kept, and she kept opening up her shirt
to make sure
to
it
make
was
sure the
shown.
necklace
Yeah.
was shown.
Yeah, I know.
And then
I
I'm
did
like,
notice that.
I think we played it, but I think I might have missed it. So we're going to play it for you guys, and then I'm going to show you our findings on this. This is hilarious.
In our community, and want to see. Do you like this?
Yeah, I do.
She definitely knows how to cheat to a camera. We have established this many, many times that Meghan knows where the camera is at all times.
She's a great mercher.
She's a great
She's
grifter.
so great. So, guys, would you know it that the company that makes these came out and they're like, we sold out, but don't worry, we restocked really fast.
Wow.
You sold out. So here's the video that the person put up on their TikTok video. This isn't even the owner. This is some other chick, okay? The owner's like some rich blonde chick. Okay. You can find her. Her name, I think, is Melissa on the website, but she's rich.
As a small mom-owned business, we're freaking out over this. Meghan Markle was recently spotted wearing our square mini locket necklace in one of her recent interviews, and we sold out less than 24 hours later. During all the chaos, we were able to pull a few strings and restock that locket. If you want to go ahead and recreate her look, I'll tag the product below.
I didn't know she was going to wear our necklace, even though she pointed at it and she kept going like this. We had no freaking idea.
And she went to Emily and she literally said, "Do you like this?"
Exactly.
Why would anyone say that about their jewelry?
I know. Now, it was interesting how she
You
said
like
she's
this?
just like a mom-owned business. Like, she's just like, you know, like whatever. I just have a shop and I make jewelry and lockets and nobody knows who I am. So I went over to the website because that's what I like to do. Now, Stephanie, it's been featured in Oprah magazine and all those women wear that mom-owned small business. Now, to me, I got to be honest with you. It seems like Meghan gets all of Oprah's scraps.
I agree.
Oprah will promote things and other celebrities will promote things like 2-3 years ago. And then they're like, oh, we got all these joy bracelets from Valencia Key. Kamala didn't win. We better put it on Meghan because we have nobody else who's going to do it because it's not new. It's not fresh. It's not hip.
Yeah.
Okay. So how is this a small mom-owned business? It's been featured in Style, on the Today Show, Oprah Magazine. Meryl Streep is wearing it. But you're telling me Meghan Markle wore it. People saw it on this Bloomberg interview. It sold out magically. And then you were able to restock in less than an hour.
But it's such a slap in the face to the celebrities that have worn it first. Meghan almost wants you guys to think that it's like, listen, these other people are selling tequila and wine and whatever food. But when I do it, it's like selling out in 44 minutes.
Yeah,
I've just never seen anything like that. She's just knocking these other people. And I think that's why Harry and Meghan don't have a seat at the table anymore at these huge parties.
I think so too. I think you might be right. Another reason I knew that chick was lying was because these are made to order lockets. So how do you get sold out of something that's made to order?
I just bought an S1.
Well, there you go. But I mean,
not from her. Not from her.
No. I'm not even going to mention what it is. How do you run out of things when it's made to order?
You don't. We don't. It's not that kind of factory assembly line anymore.
Yeah.
The stock is made to order. It really is.
It's not the 80s anymore.
When you place an order like this, like I just bought an S1, again, not from this woman, but it's going to take a little bit of time. They said 2 to 3 weeks to make. Duh. It's not like they have a plethora of S necklaces in the back.
This isn't Claire's where you walk in and you find your initial on there.
Not the way
this
it
is
works.
Especially engraved because you open it up and you can engrave the inside too. Plus, it's $1,000 once it's delivered and everything.
Yeah.
That's $1,000 locket. No, do I think that the Sussex Squad saw Meghan on the Bloomberg interview going like this and then they sold out of $1,000 lockets to the Sussex Squad? If that happened, then Meghan would be a billionaire by now with her As Ever product. And Netflix wouldn't be, trying to give away those napkins, being like, let's get rid of this crap.
Yeah. But also her Instagram post comments would be on, which would renovate millions of dollars per post. Mm-hmm. And she is just not able to get there. So her selling $1,000 necklaces and having them sell out seems like fraud again to me.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion.
Yeah, we're allowed to.
That's our opinion. Seems like fraud.
I just wanted, just as fun, to show you guys, those of you who do not have Instagram, you guys know I really like Nara Smith. Now, you can take her with a grain of salt.
Who is this?
Nara Smith is this model, and she married Lucky Smith. And he is like this tall, blonde hair, blue-eyed model. And they're both gorgeous. She's German and South African. And she does these TikTok videos in less than a minute where she will make stuff from scratch. But because she's so beautiful, she's unapologetic for who she is. Yeah. She's got 3 small kids. She's got a 4th one on the way. Remember her making a video in less than a minute on how to make homemade fruit roll-ups.
Wow.
Now, we didn't include this because if we had included everything in the With Love Meghan recrap, then trust me, it would have been horrible. But there was a scene where Meghan was trying to sieve the fruit to try to make homemade fruit roll-ups.
Oh, wow.
In any other case, it could have been funny. It could have been, like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing, da-da-da. No, there was all this dead air. Do you remember that?
I don't remember it.
She just, and I have it.
I must have fast forwarded that too.
No, I remembered it, and a light bulb went out. So what I did was I clipped Nara and Meghan doing the fruit roll-ups. Again, Nara does it in less than a minute.
Ever since my toddlers saw fruit roll-ups at the store, they've been asking for them. So today when they asked for a snack, I decided to just make them some. I decided to make 2 different kinds, one of them being mango pineapple and the other one being strawberry raspberry.
Now we go from delicious chunky goodness to delicious smooth goodness.
I started by chopping up my mango and pineapple, adding that to a blender alongside some lime and brown sugar. I blended that up and set that aside.
Is this working?
I moved on to cutting up my washed strawberries. I added them to my blender as well, found some raspberries in the fridge, and topped that off with a squeeze of lemon and some brown sugar as well.
I think it's a slow process.
Since I didn't want any seeds in my fruit roll-ups, I strained my puree. Once it was all smooth, I poured it onto my baking tray.
Do you guys?
Why doesn't she use a blender?
Yeah, but guys, I'm not kidding. There was no music. It was just this dead air. We were just watching
That's why
her do
I fast
this.
forwarded that.
Oh, God. That's probably why.
Because I can't deal with it.
Making sure to spread it out evenly, and repeated that with both of my purees. I set my oven to about 180 and let these bake for about 6 hours.
It was sieving forever. Come on.
And once they were all dried out, I transferred them to parchment paper, cut them in strips, and rolled them up. The kids couldn't wait any longer, so they started eating the red fruit roll-ups, so I didn't have a lot to work with.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Meghan looks so upset. It's like someone's going to get fired for this. Like, she's just mad.
I just don't know what she was trying to convey to the audience. Like, she could have told us at one point, maybe I did this wrong, or maybe I need to blend it more, or maybe I need to add water to the blender, or maybe I need to do this. She never once said that. Not once.
Wait, she used a blender?
I don't know what she did. I
Oh.
just know that I remember there was a scene. Again, this was like at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
But there was a scene where she, like, it was like a 5-minute long scene.
Yeah.
And so I noticed a lot of people under our Instagram posts about this is, oh, this will be good to hate watch. You guys, trust me.
Oh, no.
It's
no,
not
no,
a good
no.
hate watch. The problem is there's a lot of YouTube creators that are putting videos out like us that are reviewing it, but you have to understand it takes time for us to make it look interesting. Like that
And to
Nara
remember
Smith,
things.
yeah,
And to
that
remember.
Nara Smith, it took me time to piece it together, but imagine Meghan just sitting there with no music, not talking to anyone, and just going like this and not giving us any direction. I'm telling you, it's awkward. It's weird. It's not a good hate watch. I would tell you, I'd be like, this is a great hate
Yeah,
watch.
it's fun.
Yeah, Stephanie wouldn't have fast forwarded it.
No,
She doesn't even remember that scene.
No, because I like hate watching things.
Oh, yeah.
It was
So-
not a hate watch. No.
But you see how Nara's got like 2.4 million.
Yeah. But
views?
I don't know who she is. I just watched this video for the first time and I get her shtick.
Yeah.
She's got a shtick, and that's
She's
cool, and that's
great.
why she has followers.
Today's animal rescue is Muddy Paws Rescue. They are in New York City, but they help animals all over the East Coast get out of high kill shelters. We're going to put their link in the description box below. Please share them with friends and family. It really does make a difference.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.